Greetings, lovely people. This is your boy Chris, AK. With all due respect, this nonsense will stop no amount of lies with the truth. Once again, we are here to talk about issues that are happening in Ghana, waves that are blowing, storms that are kicking in Ghana, and how Ghanaians are also taking things. This morning, we are going to be talking about the Igbo King in Ghana. This has been one of the stories that are making waves. But not to talk much, we are going to be delving into it, videos, and somehow Nigerians are reacting, somehow Ghanaians are reacting to this particular issue. So if today is your first time of chancing on Shot360Mediagh, then I'm going to urge you that you like the page, you follow the page, you share the page, and also subscribe to the YouTube channel Shot360Mediagh GH. We are here to make sure that Jandam is no more. We are here to also make sure that peace reign in Ghana, one Africa. But as we are preaching and calling for one Africa, as under Africans too, we need to also respect the boundaries of others. That is what we need to do. So let's see what actually is happening quickly. Yeah, let's see. Oh, what are we doing?
Yes, I'm an IPOB member. I support IPOB. I can never deny it. I support IPOB because I'm a Biafran. God bless you all. And please, anywhere you are, I want you to know that this allegation against me that I'm harboring a Bubago leader is 100% lie. Don't take it serious. It's 100% lie. My enemies, whatever you think you are doing against me, you never succeed. Because who God has blessed him. You are not my God. My God is the one that made me a king. You are not my God. And you cannot destroy the blessings of God upon my life. Rather, you that is planning evil, crooked evil, arrange evil against me, the evil will come back to you. You will never succeed. That's my promise. So my brothers and my sisters, anywhere you all over the world, never believe this truth. It's never true. It's a lie. Every Igbo man in Ghana knows who I am. And they know I'm number one Igbo man in this country that protect, educate, save, and promote Igbo people. Not only in Ghana, all over the world. I'm doing the best I can. I've not even finished the good work I'm doing for Igbo. How much more harboring somebody who's wasting blood of innocent Igbos? Please, it's never true. And that is never true.
Ghanaians are asking Nigeria to leave their country. Not a way Musa no go see forget, sha. I think that Nigerians have main character syndrome. So as a man, you have that amount of money to go into another man's country, buy acres of land, and your plan is for the Nigerians or the Igbos there to come and live in that area and you will be their king. Now, let me ask you something. If they reverse the case, a Ghanaian came to Nigeria, bought acres of land and said that, oh, all the Ghanaians in Nigeria can come live here and I will be the king. How are we going to react as Nigerians? Yes, you won't like it, Abby. That's the answer. So that thing that you know that you cannot take, don't dish it to another person. Honestly, their reaction is justified. If this thing was to happen in Nigeria, it's going to be chaos. Let's forget about this fight between Nigerians and Ghanaians online. We know that it's cruise upon cruise, but this is real life matter. So you as this Nigerian man, you have this amount of money. Instead of you to use the money, buy acres of land, build a multi-million naira company and employ Nigerian youths. That way you are giving employment to the country. We have millions of unemployed youths. The country is hard, the economy is bad. Instead of you to develop your own country, you decided to go to another man's country and decide that you want to be king in their land. Just yesterday, I saw that the Dubai government has placed a tourist visa ban between the ages of 18 to 45 years old. If you're not above 45 years old, you can't visit Dubai right now as a Nigerian. Other countries are always using us to shine. I know that most of you Nigerians will still cry in my comment section, so it's okay. I've said my own.
Certain individual call Igbo Ken. Dr. Easy all of a sudden says that have come to Ghana. I have been made a king of Igbos. And for that reason, I am building my kingdom. What nonsense kingdom is that? Kingdom where? First of all, we are going to look at even assassin also they build the kingdom. Let us look at the position of the law when it comes to the constitution. Does the constitution allow non-citizens to be able to acquire land? Claiming I have bought lands. You have not bought any land. Even the concept of buying land. There is no way a non-citizen of our nation can buy land. It will be leased to you. But no interest in land, in or right over any land in Ghana shall be created, which vests in a person who is not a citizen of Ghana, a freehold interest in the alien land Ghana.
Exactly.
So by building a kingdom. Then we are saying me and farmer in perpetuity to any non-citizen of our nation. Which nonsense? It's kingdom no building or there. Now it is a freehold, a conveyance, be a deed of conveyance. The deed of conveyance, now to us, I said, Nasa sakrata no e ma kwan say oh ye dia ma wa feboa constitution clause 2 say a void
Precisely.
I also you very be reversionary interest. See the assassin ma obi na se nipa ni ye ma no eye saa de ye kan ya se nipa ni ho a it must reverse to the rightful owner. And you say obi a oye non-citizen bia or freehold interest in land. By the coming into force of the 1969 constitution, sans assassin nyina ya converting into another interest. That is rent. Tienio. Nemo se nipa ni wu a enko ne makura. It will come back to the president. So the reversion in the land will come back to the president. We are lawyer for the Betias. So be the assassin mawa. Now say you lease hold a year transaction. You frame be sublease. When you are subleasing, me the assassin ma a year akushia. Nemo akushia person the assassin be ma a year kofi. It's a sublease. You need an express approval from menu a year the original a year owner holding the Alodia title. And yes, you cannot give it. It's also by building a kingdom. What 250 plots. That's what the Bible ma a year obis what the command one. A yes, a year ningo pram him fono. Who are the real owners of the land? The Alodia title owners. And they also seek permission. So which kingdom is he building? Or build a kingdom no way. I feel I'm going to build a kingdom and we will name this and this over this. Even naming of roads, you need an express approval from the assembly. Then you come here and you want to impose yourself on people. And what kind of nonsense is that? You want to create confusion.
Exactly.
When you impose yourself on the people naturally will rebel. Now you are trying to create some tension which is not there. We have been living with our Nigerian brothers for years. Our Hausa brothers have been here for more than 100 years. Have they come in to say they are creating their Hausa kingdom? And even when they have told you that what you are doing, it has the tendency of raising tribal tensions. And then there's a video that this guy came to answer. And if you look at the arrogance in which he was speaking, as if he owned the country, saying that what you are saying is a hate speech. Nonsense, my brother. What kind of nonsense is that? Nobody hates Igbos. Nobody hates Yorubas. Nobody hates houses. We are only saying that don't impose yourself on the people. And stop being arrogant. You come to people's land, you disrespect them. And when the people are complaining, you come in and some arrogance. There's a hate speech. A question of whether or a chief of Igbo community or not. There is a case called Rimoshi. The courts have settled that when it comes to say, and conform year to Kotna, a Kotna baby, as ye nya candinabia would do manim. Sabaya or Chanakwa will be the Bonia, you bet me a Tracy. A two do America, you were Santa for him in New York, you were this, you were that. Sanian Mo free through Bas Antimemqua, you mosi for him, you were a Alaba for him, you were this, you were that. There is nothing wrong with it. So if by any chance you are an Igbo man and there are Igbos in our country, for which reason they've elected you to be their leader, be their leader and stop this arrogant way of imposing yourself on the people. And now many are just smart work or say, where's who or bow a year Igbo hine? For you know, I I sometimes even feel like the Igbos have the same spirit as that of Asantis, because they are very dominating characters. Whenever they get to any place, they are very dominating. So I like my Igbo people. You get a point? For which reason, at some point, even people used to call me Chino doing KDS 111. My friends used to call me that. So don't come and create tensions between us when there is none. Imposing yourself, I'm the king of Igbo, and nonsense. If you were a leader of the settlers community, shut up and be the leader. And stop this arrogance of I am the chief, king of them and them. Kingdom where? We have fought for lands already. Ningo Pram it belongs to families. Now to the interior minister. If by any means possible, this guy is going to raise tensions between us and Nigerians, and the people are not happy. The Ghanaian people are not happy. So if this guy is going to raise, please, I don't know whether he is even a citizen of our nation. I learned he's been here since 1995. If you have been here since 1995, the assumption is that you've been able to acquire some citizenship in terms of being a Ghanaian. Even that, the Citizenship Act, 2000, it shows who qualifies to be a Ghanaian. Whether you can speak properly a native language. An Igbo language is not part of our language. So we are telling you on authority, Interior Minister, if it's possible, deport him. You shouldn't come and raise any tension between us and Nigerians. What is his name? I learned Dr. Ezie Bibibi. You are not even, I don't know where you got your doctor title from. Let me tell you, we are a nation of laws. You came into our country. I believe so strongly that every person on the African continent is welcome to our nation for one reason. I am a Pan-Africanist. I believe in the unification of our land as a one people. But until so, when you come to our land, which our forebears fought for, you don't come in and show us disrespect. And when you have shown us disrespect, and the people are calling on you to do the right thing, you don't begin to pull in the hate speech. Listen, this guy is a very dangerous character. We can't have him in our nation. He's a very dangerous individual. This is not hate speech. This is you disrespecting the people. This is you being in the face of the people. And the people are calling on you to stop being in their face. Stop imposing yourself on them. And you say it is a hate speech. Who the hell do you think you are? Who the hell do you think you are? You come to our land, and when you are disrespecting us, we tell you that you are disrespecting us, and you say it's a hate speech. Which hate speech? We are a nation of laws, and we are very courageous people. We are not people that can be walked over anyhow, anytime. You don't come to our nation and begin to behave the way you want and expect that we will succumb to this nonsense. What is the position of the law? We've lived with our brothers from Nigeria, time immemorial, more than 100 years. How's that for Nikruma? Now I want to build my and to think that he even calls himself a doctor. Let us find out. School and Okoya, friend or doctor. JTech for write to him and ask him, which school did he attend that he calls himself a doctor? Fire no. We've been free, we've been living peacefully with our brothers from Nigeria. All of a sudden, you are becoming impulsive. You are imposing yourself on the people. And the people naturally will rebel. What kind of nonsense is this? Now, young go back in the Shadia. Ekofi 1970. 69 year Tuaba. And he had the Buzia a buy. Buzia buy and Ekufuado Papa. Ekufuado Papa na a executive secretary, a president. And Buzia prime minister. No yen no buy no say. Ghana no Nigeria for na Jaffa. Sasa time nkroma yen no say ne one Africa ne de bende. Etiane ye bode ye bie ne sa na Nigeria for ne. Me no ka say Accra New Town. Wa manyine kakra. Ne fra Lagos Town. Me boa. Mo tran kranye sa na ne fra. If say na Lagos of Nigeria for nyina je wafa. Emre bia atwam wo gofi udu o kan hye ne ho awanya dia o ma no mo businesses wo ho o mo ye anwuma pa no yi kwofo ne kakra bi ne aka nyina Nigeria fo ana ye ne ade na busia ba no se dia bi the economy na kwa kodi ye Nigeria for ne sem. For which reason there must be some policies that seeks to protect the Ghanaian people. And what was aliens compliance order. Yeah, near twisted history. Now, as the word says, aliens compliance order. Now, it wasn't an expulsion order. Say, it's a biomun sorry, Kwana Samon sorry. Who ye over TSO, ye pamo Nigeria for some uncle. ya ne kan pa mo Nigeria fo busi aban ne say mo ye ne ade ade mo ba bet ji o man no Accra neutral mo friend Lagos town businesses nyina maji nemo we need to regulate you people and for that matter wokoye no kofa aliens compliance order say the immigration laws of our nation we want all aliens mo am free baby aba mo be comply with the regulations of our nation the immigration laws of our nation so that was the motive of the aliens compliance it is about now my name dia any amra na wo my name we are Nigerian new we are Lebanese new it wasn't even just Nigerians Lebanese people had taken over our market the economy had gone into the hands of the Lebanese and the Nigerians so Busia sought to protect the interest of the Ghanaian people thereby introducing aliens compliance order by saying that if you will do business, there are certain businesses that has been allocated and protected for the Ghanaian citizens. For which reason, if you are a non-citizen, you cannot venture into those businesses. What was the motive? Protecting the Ghanaian.
Exactly. So,
the whole motive of the aliens compliance order was to protect the Ghanaian citizens.
Precisely.
Why you near the Busia was okay, say me mamubre a certain duration of time for which some na you follow compliance. Compare open citizenship koko pebi. Say open green you want wine stay no koko pebi. Sometimes Nigeria for no adwo mine nafa. No mo dwen say Busia edi akọ. Ebra ye de ma wo mo say wo mo nya ne ade no mo antimi anye. No say this mo follow dia all of you vamus.
Precisely.
No pamo wo mo. It's a aliens compliance order. It wasn't an expulsion order. It wasn't that or sorry and was money now. One more time was a monfanya baby near there. No more corner immigration for and document. After you did more so money and a buzia, a pamu, said a monko, Nagana for Honto. Since then, Yanina Mua by a mutala time, a Nigeria president, your betray more. 1982. Satam oil boom Yabama, Nigeria, no ye be or honey. Ana Ghana phone nyina kwa gegi if say na Nigeria phone ani akohwe oyo no so your friend a Dutch disease no omudi obo economy ni be bebre no na omumpe teaching any artisanal ni ho awan nya no omumpe enti omo ye ni ade deck ana ko wie se Ghana phone teacher fo Ghana phone mason fo Ghana phone artisans ni nyina edwane ko Nigeria na Ghana phone teacher phone no abene enti omo kodia na Nigeria phone ntimi compete with them. It's by 1982 no. Na Ghana for no jig Nigeria for ni nyuma na afa. Ya na the high life by no musua. Ya wan bebre ya na the ko no musua. Hip life is start free. As on to start free ni no musua. But we behave like brothers. Nigeria and Ghana. Wa musua no say mo beji enwuma dia. And Ghana must go. Late 1982. No mo pamo Ghana for nyina ha. And nkonti magu yeso. Nearby. Since then, we've all come to an agreement that we will live peacefully in this country. And we woke up one day. A certain individual called Igbo King Dr. Izzy King. All of a sudden says that I have come to Ghana. I have been made a king of Igbos. And for that reason, I am building my kingdom. What nonsense kingdom is that? Kingdom where? First of all, we are going to look at even assassin also they build the kingdom. Let us look at the position of the law when it comes to the constitution. Does the constitution allow non-citizens to be able to acquire land? Claim is our bought lands. You've not bought any land. Even the concept of buying land. There is no way a non-citizen of our nation can buy land. It will be leased to you. If you want to lead your people, a settler community, there's nothing wrong with it. I was you be your hinia. You want the constitution you have article 277. Who is a chief in this country? Article 2661 was no interest in land in or right over any land in Ghana shall be created which first in a person who is not a citizen of Ghana a freehold interest in the alien land Ghana. So by building kingdom. Then we are assassin. Me and farmer in perpetuity to any non-citizen of our nation. Which nonsense? It kingdom no building or there. Now, if I go to near ready, Fako to near ready. Clause 2 say, or say an agreement, deed or conveyance, or whatever of whatever nature, which seeks, contrary to clause 1 of this article, to confer on a person who is not a citizen of any Ghana, any freehold interest or rights over any land is void. It is a freehold, a conveyance, be a deed of conveyance. You can't deed of conveyance. I can't turn out to us. I said, Nasa sakrata no e ma kwan say oh ye dia ma wa feboa constitution no clause 2 say a void
Precisely.
ye twam Nti even time we be 1992 constitution by 1969 any non-citizen of Ghana be no freehold interest there was several land titles ayenya you were allodial title you were usufruct interest you were common law freehold you were there freehold ni nyina no yes we non-citizen we kura bi Now, where on the 22nd day of August 1969, any person not being a citizen of Ghana had a freehold interest or right over any land in Ghana, that interest or right shall be deemed to be a leasehold interest for a period of 50 years at a peppercorn rent commencing 10 years. Peppercorn rent, not even a freehold lease. Commencing from the 22nd day of August 1969, and the freehold reversionary interest in any such land shall vest in the president on behalf of and in trust for the people of Ghana. Also, you have be reversionary interest. See, the assassin will be not say nipa ni yemano a yes, I dear Kaya. Say nipa ni wa, it must reverse to a the rightful owner. And he says, it will be our non-citizen here or freehold interest in land. By the coming into force of the 1969 Constitution, Sansa sitting in are converting into another interest. That is a year rent. Tienyu. They will say Nipani Wua and Kone Makuraho. It will come back to the president. So the reversion in the land will come back to the president. We are lawyer for the Betias. Now, so the main children say, we are Nigerian new, we are Zimbabwe new, we are Lebanese new. And Brana say, see the assassin Mawa, we will give it to you for only 50 years. Even that minus a day. So you can hold it for 49 years. Plus 364 1/4 days. Minus a day. We are for assassin. So we'll be better as my task as a building kingdom. Kingdom no building for 50 years. Are you normal? Now, young for the next clause. Number 4. No interest or right over any shall be created, which vests in a person who is not a citizen of Ghana, a leasehold for a term more than 50 years at any one time. It is as if you are a non-citizen for more than 50 years. It was what building the condo was what assassin way. Even that it is a code, you listen to the person, and so you listen to the so be the assassin mawa. Now say you lease hold a year transaction. Your friend will be sublease. When you are subleasing, but the assassin ma a year akushia. The more akushia person the assassin the ma a year coffee. It's a sublease. You need an express approval from men who are a year the original a year owner holding the allodial title. And yes, idea you cannot give. It's also by building a kingdom. What 250 plots. That's what the Bible ma a year obis what the command one. A yes a year go pram him for no. Who are the real owners of the land? The allodial title owners, and they also seek permission. So which kingdom is he building? Or building kingdom no way? Because when the assassin be through any other sublease agreement, you are supposed to seek permission from a year the go pram owners. So in the kingdom of building the idea, what nonsense is that? And even per the arrangement of a year constitution, or maybe sit down here, or hear permit from the assembly. After one I say, I'm going to build a kingdom, and we will name this under this, over this. Even naming of roads, you need an express approval from a year the assembly. Then you come here and you want to impose yourself on people. What kind of nonsense is that? You want to create confusion.
Exactly.
When you impose yourself on the people naturally will rebel. Now you are trying to create some tension which is not there. We have been living with our Nigerian brothers for years. Our Hausa brothers have been here for more than 100 years. Have they come in to say they are creating their Hausa kingdom? Even Nigerians, you have different tribes, and your tribal tensions, by the virtue of the fact that you are trying to raise this thing as if Ghana is in support of Igbos against Yorubas, Igbos against other tribes, you will be creating a certain tension in Ghana we are not ready for. And it's a threat to our national security. What kind of nonsense is this? Then you come into our nation, and even when they have told you that what you are doing, it has the tendency of raising tribal tensions. And there's a video that this guy came to answer. And if you look at the arrogance in which he was speaking, as if he owned the country, saying that what you are saying is a hate speech. Nonsense, my brother. What kind of nonsense is that? Nobody hates Igbos. Nobody hates Yorubas. Nobody hates houses. We are only saying that don't impose yourself on the people. And stop being arrogant. You come to people's land, you disrespect them. And when the people are complaining, you come in and some arrogance. There's a hate speech.
Good afternoon. By the special grace of God, I'm the chief of Igbo community in Ghana. Is in Igbo Ghana.
A question of whether or a chief of Igbo community or not. There is a case called Rimoshi. The courts have settled that when it comes to say, and Kophobia to Kotna, a Kotna babia, Esi and Yakandinibia would do money. Sabaya or Chanaka will be the Bonia, you bet me a Tracy. A two do America, you were Santa for him in New York, you were this, you were that. Sanian Mom free through her bass and Timemqua, you almost see for him, you were a Alaba for him, you were this, you were that. There is nothing wrong with it. So if by any chance you are an Igbo man and there are Igbos in our country, for which reason they've elected you to be their leader, be their leader and stop this arrogant way of imposing yourself on the people. And now many are just smart work or say, where's who or bow a year Igbo hine? Because you're not going to hear I never was the same. What home am Obiaba or so a hine war man? No war bones so hine. No, I forgot to name. For your smart in the Toda, I'm going to say, dear Naya Nekamu. So if you are a leader, even that you are not a chief, listen to me properly. Who qualifies to be a chief? Danny, let's go and educate this guy under Article 277 and let him know who is a chief in our land, what the Constitution requires. Now, when it comes to definition of a chief, per Article 277, in this chapter, unless the context otherwise requires, chief means a person who, hailing from the appropriate family and lineage, has been validly nominated, elected, selected, and installed, and skinned or installed as a chief or queen mother in accordance with the relevant customary law and usage. So you are not a chief. And Rimosi case has established that. That it's not a chief properly so called. When you are a leader of a settler community, you cannot call yourself a chief. Then let's go to section 63 of the Chieftaincy Act. That is Act 759. What it says. If somebody is not a chief and a person calls himself a chief, it is an offense per section 63 of the Chieftaincy Act. A person who acts or performs the functions of a chief, when that person is not qualified to act, being a chief assumes a position that the person is not entitled to be by custom. You have committed a crime. So you cannot be calling yourself a chief in our nation. Talk less of saying that you are a king. What nonsense king is that? My brother, don't come to our nation and show us some disrespect. And we are not timid and cowards like that. Don't do that. We want to live peacefully with our brothers. I sometimes even feel like the Igbos have the same spirit as that of Asantis, because they are very dominating characters. Whenever they get to any place, they are very dominating. So I like my Igbo people. You get a point? For which reason, at some point, even people used to call me Chino doing KDS 111. My friends used to call me that. So don't come and create tensions between us when there is none. Imposing yourself as the king of Igbo and nonsense. If you are a leader of the settlers community, shut up and be the leader. And stop this arrogance of I am the chief, king of them and them. Kingdom where? We have fought for lands already. Ningo Pram it belongs to families.
Precisely.
So where are you going to build your kingdom? And who is going to allow you that? Are you waiting? The only way you can do that is by war of conquest. Have you fought in any war? Who is going to allow you to build a kingdom? Where did you fight? Where did you fight to get kingdom? My friend, stop this nonsense. You are brother, but stop this nonsense. Don't come to our land and begin to show on our face some arrogance as though we are some coward and timid, for which reason you can walk and do anything you like. You need to stop calling yourself a king. You are not a king. You are not even a chief. Don't do this. We want to live with our Nigerian brothers in peace. We love them. They love us. All of a sudden, you are trying to show some tensions and all. To the interior minister, if by any means possible, this guy is going to raise tensions between us and Nigerians. And the people are not happy. The Ghanaian people are not happy. So if this guy is going to raise, please, I don't know whether he is even a citizen of our nation. I learned he's been here since 1995. If you have been here since 1995, the assumption is that you've been able to acquire some citizenship in terms of being a Ghanaian. Even that, the Citizenship Act, 2000, it shows who qualifies to be a Ghanaian. Whether you can speak properly a native language. And Igbo language is not part of our language. So we are telling you on authority, the interior minister, if it's possible, deport him. You shouldn't come and raise any tension between us and Nigerians. We love our Nigerian brothers. Your arrogance and your stupidity cannot raise any tension between us. If you are the leader of Igbos, shut the fuck up and be leader of Igbos. Don't be calling Ghanaians and say, I have honored you, I have tried to you, give to your
Carrying yourself as if you own the land. You don't own any land. You don't own any land. Even on one Kasane brothers from a year ago, and then both you are.
Controversy, Igbo saga that's going on in Accra. Ghanaian youth protesting in Accra. I don't know when it happened, whether it was new or whether it was just an old video. But our stand here in Kumasi, Ashanti region, is that we owe our allegiance to the Otufo Osetutu II, the Ashanti Hime. Igbos don't have king in Ashanti region here, and we don't recognize anybody as the king of Igbos in Ashanti region. In any part of the world, there must be Igbo community as a kingship of Igbo. In Ghana here, we are not part of it because we have our king in Ashanti region. That is Otufo Osetutu II, and we are making everything possibly best not to allow this protest or this any of these things come to Ashanti region here. So it's my advice to Ghanaian youth: you have to think before you act.
What is his name? I learned Dr. ECMBBB. You are not even, I don't know where you got your doctor.